Hi, I'm Jan Ozer. I'm talking today with Sana Afsar, Engineering Manager at Interra, about the AI components of Baton Captions. Thanks for joining me, Sana.
Thanks a lot, Jen. Thanks for the kind introduction.
Why don't we just jump in and you tell us what Baton Captions is and what it does?
Sure. So, Baton Captions is a very versatile tool and automates all types of captioning requirements. So, if you already have captions, it can help you QC and correct them. If you don't have captions, it will auto generate captions for you across multiple languages. You can translate your captions to cater to global audiences. If you have perfect captions, you can repurpose them to meet requirements of different geographies or different delivery format. It can transcode to all industry supported formats. And should you need to manually review and fine tune your captions, then it comes with an integrated built in player designed specifically for review. So that's Baton
Okay.
Captions in short.
Okay. Is it does it work with live VOD, both, all the above?
It works with VOD, and the work on live captioning is in progress, so it's not there out yet.
Okay. Is it a separate product or is it
Yeah, it is a separate it would be a separate product.
going to be or is?
It would be a separate product.
Okay.
So the work is on progress on that side. So
Okay.
currently we focus on VOD captions.
So describe the AI components in Baton Captions. What are you doing with AI in the product?
So first of all, we use a state-of-art speech-to-text technology that transcribe audio to text. It transcribes audio to text faster than a human. We utilize custom dictionaries so that error rates drop with time as corrections are learned by the system. Also, we use global language packs to take care of different accents, and we handle entity formatting, including numbers, percentages, currencies, so that they adhere to our audiences. Along with STT, speaker diarization is also happening on the go so that we identify at what places speakers are changing or if there are multiple speakers in the same. Apart from STT, we use natural language processing. So, natural language processing gives us an edge in generating captions because sometimes caption sentence can be very long and we need to split them into human readable sentences so that meaningful units are kept together, such that, let's say, first name is not separated from last name, negation is not separated from birth, etc. Apart from this, we need to refine timestamps based on scene change detection information so that the audio does not cross scene change boundaries. And other ML based technologies that we use are burnt in text detection and face detection so that we figure out the proper placements for captions so that it is not hiding any relevant information. Once all this is done, we use the machine translation so that we can translate captions in languages. So these are the main aspects of AI ML that we employ in Taintum to generate good quality caption and to check the quality of already generated captions.
Okay. Is this your own technology or is this Whisper based or some other open source model?
Yeah, so it's a mix of both. So we have some of our own models and we are integrated with some of the third party solutions so that, we global audiences, we cater to multiple languages. We have a very fast time to market and we always get access to the best and latest technology in that geography.
Okay. So why don't you walk us through the presentation you have about the challenges of captioning and how Baton Captions
Sure.
excels at those?
Yeah, so captions are that humble black and white text at the bottom of the screen, which makes which makes video accessible and improves the overall comprehension for all users. Using patent captions, we can not just generate, we can QC, we can repurpose, we can subtitle, and we can also review the captions. So I will jump right into the challenges that industry was facing in automating captioning workflows. So caption generation is very manual intensive because it's not just speech to text translation. Let's say if you have a big sentence, it will simply go out of the display if you have not broken it properly using linguistic boundaries. But that would require context awareness, it would require linguistic experts. And if you have a requirement to generate captions and subtitles in multiple languages, you will need multiple linguistic experts. You will need to, position them properly. But just as an example, that this long sentence needed to be segmented this way and positioned in a certain way so that it is readable. So to do that, we employ a mix of technologies to automate captioning workflows. We use, as we discussed, we use STT, voice activity, music detection, natural language processing, speaker diarization, scene change detection, burnt-in text detection, and face detection. So these are the main technologies around which we have built our solution. So state-of-art speech-to-text technology definitely transcribes faster than a human. We use custom dictionaries so that error rate drops with the use. It is designed to get smarter with every use. Once the transcriptions are ready, we employ a unique technology that we have developed in-house, and it is based on natural language processing. It extracts the part of speech information, the dependency of surrounding words on each other, the clause boundaries, and we identify what's the right point to break a sentence. For example, this example makes it very clear. So if we have a very long sentence and we have a rule, let's say that we cannot keep more than two sentences in one display, then we may arrive at incorrect segmentation. For example, they call irrelevance the truth, and on one display unit only this sentence is coming, and readers are left with and they might be thinking, something next is gonna come. Then in next display unit, over the course of a steady rise, the undefeated 28-year-old has earned his. So now this text is there on one display unit, and once this has gone, let's say after 2 seconds, and next display unit comes, viewers might have forgotten that there was a tangling his in the end. And they might be thinking, how to comprehend this nickname and a word title. It's not aiding in comprehension. If we do the proper natural language based segmentation, we would arrive at something which Baton Captions achieve. They call it all spends the truth. And over the course of a steady rise, the undefeated 28-year-old has earned his nickname, then and a word title. So this display aids in comprehension. It understands the writer's intent and sentiment. So once we transcribe, we also tag them with the speaker labels. And this is very useful for those who are deaf or hard of hearing, for them to understand, when there are multiple speakers on scene and there are some off-screen speakers. So they get to understand better with these speaker change marks that who is speaking and where. So once these segmentation is done, then comes the next challenge, because if the reading speed is very fast, users might not be able to grab the context. If the captions are fast, they're just zooming across and viewers don't get sufficient time to read them, then that's also a problem. If a caption appears and without any gap the next caption appears on the screen, then users might have a feeling that nothing has changed, because one caption disappeared and the next one just replaced it. So they might not get a hint that captions has changed, and they might not even try to read it. And if we try to, extend the end time to make display duration sufficient, we might bump into a scene change. Now, captions cannot cross the scene change boundary, because that will make them look out of place. So not just proper transcription, we have to keep all these rules and the natural language processing based segmentation to refine the timestamps. And here we use our own technology for generating segmentation scores based on NLP and scene change technologies to refine the timestamps. Next comes the challenge to place captions such that they don't hide any relevant information like some burnt-in text format scores or actor faces. So we have developed this ML-based burnt-in text detection to quickly determine where the text is on the screen, where the face is on the screen, and determine the correct position of captions. So once captions in the same language as audio is generated, we give users the flexibility to auto-translate them using machine translation. The machine translation that we have is on-premise and does not require any cloud support. It also recognizes profanity and auto-mask them. We use translation glossaries also. And here the intelligent segmentation is done as per the target language rules. So these all technologies help in generating good quality captions and subtitles. Along with that, these technologies in tandem can be used to check the quality of existing captions. Like it can check if captions are in sync or not, if they match with audio or not, if the placement is proper, if the segmentation is below the score specified by user, or if the encoding format does not conform to the standard. Baton Caption also supports various repurposing use cases on top of ML-based technologies. So it can convert live captions to VOD captions in the way that it can correct any spelling misspellings or sync issues or position issues if captions were recorded live. Also, if audio was later in post-production edited out and removed, then Baton Captions can determine where the extra captions is. It will mark them extra and it will remove them. Also, it can do certain localization by translating them, by correcting inaccuracies when audio is changed due to localization. It can adjust the frame rate as per the video delivery and correct spelling as per the locale. It can censor profane words as per the geographical requirements. And as I talked about earlier, it comes with a web-based player for review. So it's an integrated, feature-rich and very lightweight web-based player, and it can be used to manually review and fine-tune captions. So I'll just show a full view of it. So it shows captions on top of video. It shows caption on top of audio timelines also. We can change by just moving the heads here, and it has a very rich text editor and shows various parameters related to captions. So this tool is available in various deployment types. It can be deployed on-premise as well. It can be deployed over cloud, and we have a SaaS deployment as well. So Baton Captions has a very intuitive, user-friendly interface, and it is accessible through REST-based APIs. And should you want to use it in a workflow automation, it comes fully integrated with our workflow automation tool called Relay. So in using the Relay, we can see that we can have various icons for our input folder, output folder, and various tasks for Baton Caption. And creating a workflow is simply dragging and dropping those and connecting them with proper parameters. Like for example, it's a very small view, but I will just explain. So here is a watch folder eye icon, and it's continuously scanning your files, and it's giving it to a filter where you can set some rules, and based on the outcome of those rules, tasks will be scheduled in Baton Captions, and depending on the output, they would be exported. So you can completely automate your workflow as well. So that was Baton Captions for you.
How impressive. I can see where it would be very useful and where it fits into a lot of different workflows. Just to be clear, the product is shipping today. Is that correct?
Right. It's already deployed in multiple media houses and distribution centers.
Okay. Do you have can you tell us what the cost might be, or is that something don't want to discuss in a presentation like this?
Yeah, it would be better to discuss it individually with the sales team, because a lot depends on the content and the size of deployment that customers would be having.
So now that was great. Thanks for taking the time. It's a great demonstration of Baton Captions and its capabilities both standalone and within your general ecosystem. So thanks for taking the time today.
Thanks a lot, Jen, for giving this opportunity. Thank you very much.